And not just as a way of sort of adding fun to the game we like playing, but I think it does have an option to be good at improving the strategy and what we can do to not just to increase win rate, but to increase feasible strategies, which should increase win rate if you're willing to play the run open-minded based on what you get, instead of narrow-minded on I only know how to win this way, and so if I don't get these cards, I'm not going to win type of strategy. At any rate, we have Soul Guard with Imps, Explodey Shield, Daedalus, Rage Fell, and Cleanse Seraph. You have 2 Helical Crystallises, 2 Horn Breaks, and a Titan's Tooth. So with Soul Guard, we're going to have foregone powers, right? Yeah, so sometimes we'll get rid of the Titan's Tooth, which is okay. And we've got Imps, which is not okay, but... Does that make him so okay again? It is Cleanse Seraph, so that does reduce the effectiveness of Frost in that fight. So it comes down to how are we getting there? And we're probably not killing with Frost in the end. So I think that we just take tail. We take Titan Channel. I don't like it, but I don't want to play Cold Channel on this run. Although with Hellhorned, like Cold Channel can be good because you can armor, but I don't think we're armoring. I think we should be okay. Takeen01. Thank you so much for the sub. Much love. How is your December faring to you? Hopefully not too busy. I'm getting absolutely run off my feet. Are you asking about a delivery, Kizron? Or are you talking about like some sort of satanic somethings? Or are you placing an order for food? Ah. Man without hair. How you doing, my dude? The devilry is in the details. I think you're right there. I think we try to upgrade our Siren straight away. Basics and quick. Rubbish. Can't afford to reroll on multi, so let's not do anything. We can afford not to. Boo. Nice. This has a little bit of potential. I think we're doing okay, but you want something that reacts. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's like another Hornbreak. Just gonna get some spells played so I can incant Idiot out of the Idiot zone. It's important to get him out of the Idiot zone. These two work well together. Not just for the double draw, but we've got imps. So Queen's Tail definitely better when you've got Shardtail Queen, because you've got imps. You don't have to put imps in your deck just to draw another card, because that's silly, right? Because you would have just drawn that card anyway. But you do get the value of the imp. But if you don't really need it, you know, so what are you doing it for? But in this case, not only do we get to play it, draw, get the value, but it counts as one of the cards for Winged Steel. So we basically get to start the turn with Winged Steel already on one, kind of, on imp turns. Got a chance there to discard the other card, and I would have played the second one up here. Does that mean he's out? If I want to lift him, yeah, get him out yet. There we go, that's good. I actually think playing the Stuart was better there. Because both of them get rid of a character out of our deck, so we don't draw into them, so that's the same. But drawing into the imp gives us an energy turn again and 10 damage, whereas the Stuart killed that anyway. Do stuff as well, I gotta remember that. Dehydrated. $50-50. This is where Titan Guard gets weird. We either can't get him out quick enough, you typing stuff in wrong chat as well, man, without hair? We seem to be having a case of that these days. Got Endless Shark. Why not let Siren tank? So that's where it's weird, because you need to get a DPS spec then for Titan Dude, right? So we'd have to get off a Dire channel, and it's not very good. He can only hit one target. Now Siren, you can get her up high enough if she's tanking, where she will do enough damage and might eventually start killing something else. But usually by the time that happens, it's too far gone. Whereas we can put multi-strike on the Siren at the moment, twice even if we find it, and then she can tank. Sorry, he can... I say she can tank. Yeah, Soulguard tanks. But yeah, getting him out's really tough. Especially later. Obviously double incant fixes that the quickest. Light's Gift also makes it not an issue. We do have an Ascend, so we can party floor with the Sirens though, while he tanks. And she kind of tanks. So it just comes down to, do we want another Siren, or do we want to dupe the one we have if we get an upgrade on it? Because I think ascending up into a party floor is probably the way to go. And Sirens are definitely good units to do that with. We see a Hellvent there, but we don't have a Merchant of Steel yet. So we may as well just take 2 vanilla Sirens, I think. And we can take energy or draw. Since we're drawing extra, I'm kind of inclined to take the energy. But we have a lot of foregone powers, which we play for 0 and they get rid of cards that we have. So I want to have more choice so that I can play it. So I think we take draw. Plus we get the free imp out. Glad I didn't take energy now. Dire Channel does get up to really good damage. Like, it kills bosses. But the problem is it leaks so much. So we don't need to get rid of Stuart's now, because we can just play them. So we actually want to get rid of the bad spells, which are the foregone powers. And then just play the offering tokens. And the other spells. Are you looking at Titan? I think he's 210, 210. We ever killing that guy? Oh yeah, with armor. We got the we kill him with whatchamacallit. If I played Stuart, shit, I would have been able to put her on top floor. Order's going to be rough here, I think. I want the money, so I'm going to go for the Crypt Builder here. I'm just going to get him out before the boss, since the girls can kind of tank, I guess. Actually, I want him doing his damage. Imps for 0 and gaining an energy off them. That seems like such a good deal. I don't know how bad that in turn 2 misplay is going to hurt us. It's hurting a lot because I would have had both Sirens up top. I would have just kept playing spells up top. Ugh. That's the boss you really want to be lifting. Solves 2, but it kills both of those. Means we don't take as many hits on him. She doesn't make it, but we're okay with that. Would have been a lot better. Let's go. If I'd played that Stuart first. And holdover on the oh, impressive. Wouldn't mind holdover on the lift. I think that gets us there. How many of those do I want? Probably get rid of all of them. Focus on our those. Is there a relic I want more than double in Cant right now? I don't think so. It's a pretty good relic. Sweeper, no sweeping. I'm gonna take this. I mean, Railhammer's pretty good, but I don't think we need it. Oh, he's angry. I don't really want to give him the rage, but I want to draw. Who would get the HP increase from the 5+ relic with this champ? Ooh, Imp. But yeah, that's a really good question because he's phased. So he shouldn't be getting it, should he? Oh, he got the heal, of course. Just looking at him going, why is he not dead? Stupid healer. This is where I struggle the most playing this guy, because I'm looking at the fact that I need to be doing these spells or I'm going to leak. But by not doing them, we're not incanting. So I'm missing out on damage. And that's not good. You know, like missing out on damage is bad. Now we're stable. And when I watch other streamers play with Soul Guard, especially Titan Guard, but even with the other ones, they don't incant on the other floors. They just like spam spells up here, and everything works out. Except I know I've played like that before and just died because things get to the like there's too much too many health points. And maybe he's still not out, and it's like, man. That's a good trial there. March of Shields is not good. It pulls things in front of Soul Guard, which if we get it back later we could pull back forward, but you unironically like March of Shields. I don't think there's any irony in not liking it. Or liking it. Which I guess unironically just states the obvious. Tiny, do you say things ironically so much that you need to preface unironically? I often wonder that about people. Jorb says it a lot. Jorb says I unironically this or unironically this a lot, and I'm like, I often wonder, he doesn't seem to sarcasm so much that now he needs to state that. You do, okay. If I get an armor incant on them, you don't need an armor incant for March of Shields to trigger. The two are exclusive of each other. Right? So +2 armor is when they play a spell, not when you put armor on them. Making one tanking than the other. True, but again, if we're wanting to do that, we still don't need to. I mean, I see what you're saying. Then you March of Shields the one with the +2, so the tank's in front. And we'll probably be going... Well, are we going to Merchants of Steel? Maybe. I'd probably be happier just to Hellvent the one with multi-strike and get rid of the other one. I'd rather just get Fell Seal. Rage. I wonder if I want to remove the Helical Crystallis. The problem with the Hornrakes is I can't play them unless there's something on my floor. And I need to make those cost 1. I don't think I'm going to because I'm chasing unit upgrades. That's a problem. Screw you, Phil. screw you good. Yeah, I agree. Screwfell is probably pretty peak monster train language. Yeah, I like the idea of a the +2 armor on one of them. I wonder if I should have gone an armor totem since I can lift it. I mean, he's going to come out with 210 hit points. But yeah, I think we take an armor totem. I didn't take one, which I probably should have. I don't have priority, so you just play it when you get it, and then you lift it, right? And then you get a rail hammer. So there's a downside to... Oh, okay. So I want to get stuff, but I think hitting the trinkets is way better. So a lot of people do that. They'll be... Oh, I don't see how we beat Seraph. Don't see how this deck beats Seraph. It's like, it's circle 1. You know... And even if someone said, yeah, I've been through every single possible iteration of cards you could get with all these clans and everything else, I don't see how you beat it. They're obviously not good enough yet. Right? Because we know that all the clans can win. But I think there is something to sort of looking at it at Circle 2 and having a bit of doubt. Because you don't want to be, yeah, once we get level 3 we'll be fine. Right? Unless you're certain. What is a Siren with 2 armor incants? Yeah, maybe not both of them. Probably both of them. I'm not doing enough of that. Let's just reroll for... Is magic power going to be enough? Thingy's attuned, but do I care? I don't really care, but we've got a lot of gold, but I don't care. Hold that thought. Probably not. What are we after? Incant. Five magic power. Well, now that's different now. Start getting huge thingies. Would I play that to make my horn breaks increase by 5 every couple turns? It's not terrible. Gifts. So that I could have 0 spells. I don't know if I want to have 0 spells. I'm pretty sure I need them for my units. Like all of them. I don't think that's the scaling we're after. I think that's bad. Plus 20 remove consume. Yeah, you've got to get that though, right? So that's... If I had a spell already with plus 20 and a remove consume on it, then maybe. Right? But we're sort of here and I get 1 Merchant of Magic. I mean, we're desperate, so desperate plays, maybe. But... Are we that desperate? Would I have taken... No, we're not that desperate. Does Spell Shield mean anything? Yes, it does. Does the piercing spell remove a Spell Shield? I don't think it does it? And we don't need 400 gold. Let's not take that. It just does the damage, doesn't it? Okay. Well, let's I should put that one on up top. I'd almost definitely take Light's Gift as well, I think. Do I punch my own Siren in the guts? Yes. For the greater good. Piercing does go through spell shield. What I was asking was, does it remove one as well? Yeah, I wouldn't think it would remove it if it's already going through it. So like the actual act of blocking the damage is what removes it, right? You miss any crucial decisions? No. Hey Hero, happy Cyberpunk Day to you. What's Cyberpunk Day? It's the day Cyberpunk was released, which is today. I should have off-ringed him first. It doesn't matter? It does matter. Could have killed him. We take 10. That's probably doesn't matter. About about like 400 or 500 damage short right now. That might help. That's tempting. This thing is, we can always play it again, right? It's on PC. I think it PS5'd early. Although, I'm pretty sure others were playing it on PC early. Maybe it was just streamer early. Hey Alex, how you doing? I'm good. There was a remove consume on it as well. Nice. Was that after the reroll? That's pushing your luck, right? That's like down to the last wire. Yeah, it's a bit spiky here and there, like in terms of the flows. Athletic, so we seemed like we were in front, then it seemed like we weren't in front. But all in all, it was a pretty solid run. I'm happy with what's happened. Possibly could have even lifted one of those just to take the damage, but keep it on soul guard. But I don't think that's an issue anymore. And I want to get the stone to the front so I can then put it second, so I've got my most damage at the back. Also, think I want to lift this idiot if we get that opportunity. Any reason not to have it first? Yeah, I wasn't thinking clearly. For some reason, I'm like, Soul Guard's my tank, so I need everything else behind Soul Guard. Potentially could have put the 5 hit on this guy instead of on Seraph, since we're going to be Ember Drained. Yeah, we would be taking that, but just get lucky, forehead. I guess it's got enough armor where it could stay alive. There is also incorrect possible back of head thinking that, put it there so that, because Soul Guard's the tank, is the back to that Soul Guard's the tank one, so it doesn't die. But clearly that's not an issue. We got there. That worked out all right. That Siren is a really good option with that Soul Guard, just because her own scaling. I think Hellhorned makes that possible more. Like, the Siren's definitely strong, but I think Hellhorned makes that more possible than anything else. Because of the Ascend. Phased Guard taking up 2 capacity is really rough. Like, really rough. Also, not having a tank for a very big majority of the game. You need to be able to deal with things. I think that's we talked about it during the run. Like, whenever I watch anyone else, it's because I watch winning runs, so I can't confirm losses. So I don't have enough time to watch someone lose a run. And I know some people will say, oh, but you learn the most from losses. Your mileage may vary. Some people don't. Some people learn how to do things properly from watching and experience and practicing proper procedure, not learn how to avoid fail from watching failures. You know, some people, you know, I think it comes down for, like, I think simply put, you're more likely going to learn how to do something the right way by watching someone do it the right way than by watching a whole bunch of people not get it done attempting the wrong way. At any rate, so I don't get to see the runs I see other people do with Titan Guard in particular. They just spam spells, take all the 0-cost spells and just spam them on the Titan Guard floor. And most of them talking like, I hope we get him out before we lose. You know, and so that's always the worry, is if you don't get him out, you either leak or you kill your DPS. It can be hard to tell whether the run made mistakes. Yeah, especially if you're watching for learning, and if someone else doesn't explain that, you know, if you can identify what the failure is during something, you know, during something, then you now know something to avoid while you're doing that thing. But if you're looking to learn from the like some basics, and all you're getting is a bunch of advanced techniques on avoiding pitfalls. You're still sitting there going, that's great, I know how to avoid all these pitfalls, but I have no idea how to get where I'm going. You know what I mean? Or you leak and you kill your DPS. Yeah. Which, well, I mean, I think if you kill your DPS, you have leaked. so it's most likely going to be an and there, Kizran, yeah. A few times people have suggested maybe phase Soulguard shouldn't take any capacity until after he comes out of phase, and I wonder if that's just too, mollycoddling. Yeah, I like that word. Let's leave it with that one. It's hard to say. At either rate, we know that Light's Gift is, very strong play with Soulguard, because your DPS is unlikely to die. If it is Cleanse Seraph, you do have to be careful. But if it's any other Seraph, or if it's Seraph the Impatient, you have to be careful. But if it's Consume Seraph or Sap Seraph, Light's Gift is almost a free play on Titan Guard. You did, Tiny. You did. It's a good word. I like that word. Early Fell Seal makes it easy to take Titan Guard too. What is the equivalent of mollycoddle if someone brings it upon themselves?